Nigeria don't finish. You don't understand? If everybody can be speak up like this Kenneth Okonkwo, I think Nigeria would have been a better place. Yes. Just like our former president, a very good luck Jonathan have said, that it's very easy for you to wake up a man that is sleeping. But it's very, very difficult for you to wake up a man that is pretending to be sleeping. Our judiciaries are sleeping. Our judiciaries are pretending to be sleeping. Not that they are sleeping, but they are pretending to be sleeping. You understand? So a man that is pretending to be sleeping actually knows the right thing to do, but he will refuse to do it. That is more reason why you see that Nigeria today that will turn everything around to favor their paymasters. You understand? So they always make sure that those people that pay the highest bidder win always the prize. So Nigeria today has been the business of few group of people. That is more reason why you see that one person will hold a state a ransom. Now Nigeria now is controlled by few group of people. What the public say doesn't matter. What matters is what their paymasters say. What will favor their paymasters. Just listen to what Kenneth Okonkwo said. Then you will actually know that Nigeria know the right thing to do, but they refuse to do it. Just listen.
Emergency. No, it's not a state of emergency. It is a declaration of martial law. It is a coup to forcefully and with the military remove elected representatives so that you will take over the state and administer it with military people. That's a coup. Tinubu is the first president since 1979 that has used the instrument of state of emergency to usurp power from the opposition party till date. That is why it's a power grab. There was nothing in Rivers State that necessitated the declaration of a state of emergency. Let me give you another example. Because they are talking about pipeline being breached, this and that. When they organized the local government election in Rivers State, secretariats were burned by people who were against the governor. Somebody was caught with a bomb. He detonated it, he wounded him. They traced him, they knew him, they arrested him. What has happened to him? To date, nothing. Deploying the military. Because that deployment is against the judgment of the Supreme Court, which is an impeachable offense for a president to move against the judgment of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is very clear. No money should be spent, and they even stopped the allocation to that state. So saying that you will unilaterally make a law to overrule the Supreme Court and give the money of Rivers people to a sole administrator who is not even from their state, who is not even elected by them, means that you want to use your power, which is military power, as the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. You want to use the armed forces to steal the money of Rivers people and use it and give to your stooges, because there is no law that covers it. Like I said, the Supreme Court is clear. Any act of governance not covered under an enabling law is a nullity. So Tinubu is trying to breach the Supreme Court's judgment. Tinubu is trying to usurp the power of the National Assembly to make law. Tinubu is the executive. So Tinubu now wants to be the legislature, the judiciary, the executive in the issues of Rivers State. If this is not military dictatorship, if this is not a declaration of martial law, tell me what it is. Because rule of law means that government should do everything in accordance with the law. Which law has given Tinubu the right to appoint a friend of his, or a stooge of his, or a loyalist of his, and overthrow the elected representative of Rivers people and use such people to govern Rivers State? So what happened in Rivers State is a coup. And Nigerians must rise against this. The president of South Korea, like I said, was removed and is facing trial for declaring a martial law upon the country. So Tinubu ought to be removed and ought to be facing trial for treason. This is the treason we're talking about, not arresting children who do not know anything about removing a government. and saying you want to try them for treason. This is the actual treason, and this is what should happen. Elected people should be very careful what they do, because power is not forever. One day they will account for all the things they are doing. So what happened in Rivers State is a coup, and should be regarded as that. It's not a declaration of state of emergency. It's a declaration of martial law, whereby you remove elected representatives by force of arms, and then you install a leader, which is a sole administrator outside the democratic norms of the society.
The House of Representatives has already approved President's request for this state of emergency.
In my own opinion, what happened in the House of Representatives is illegal, because anytime the law stipulates the required majority to attain a particular issue, you cannot use a voice vote, because you have to prove that the required majority was attained. Section 305, subsection 6b, if I can remember, made it clear that 2/3 of the members of National Assembly has to approve of any declaration of state of emergency within 2 days. So assuming without conceding that it is even state of emergency, which I have told you it is not, and I have quoted the MBA, which is the highest association of lawyers in Nigeria, that said none of the conditions has been obeyed that will warrant the declaration of state of emergency. So assuming without conceding, the National Assembly must record that they have the necessary quorum, which is 2/3, and everybody should write his name and sign, because this is like akin to the removal of the speaker, which you need 2/3, or the governor. So the signatures would have to be gotten, and it has to be counted and votes taken, and Nigerians will see that 2/3 of the House of Representatives have done it. What I heard, if I heard correctly, was a voice vote. The speaker saying